Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for being with us for a CBS 8 Plus extended forecast. I'm Evan Irani, checking in on a forecast that is largely unchanged for this week. We are going to see a small slide in temperatures that you'll notice pretty much everywhere except for the coastline. Coastline has stayed comfortable throughout the weekend into the start of this week. We're continuing to remain very comfortable throughout it. At the coast today, you can expect the marine layer to have redeveloped. It already has. So we notice that those clouds are pretty strong along the coast, stretching to the western slopes of the mountains. Pretty extensive into our Tuesday morning. We'll watch as those clouds slowly break apart. We get more sunshine by that afternoon stretch, and really by about 10 a.m. we should start to see it. Upper 70s expected in the afternoon time frame. Keep in mind we're holding on to that westerly breeze, and that is going to stay under 10 miles per hour, so still not all that menacing. Take a look. This is what we saw as of about 9 a.m. today. It has been rare over the last couple of weeks that we've seen these clouds stretch as far east as they do this morning, and a pretty uniform cloud layer at that. So that's helping to keep the coast a bit more comfortable, mild, moderate, all words used to describe it. It's also going to stay largely unchanged versus what we see everywhere else across our inland valleys, our mountains, or deserts. Temperatures are going to slide day over day. So let's take a look at some of those headlines that we have. Slightly warmer temperatures today with sunshine today is going to likely be our peak. So the warmest temperatures that we have of the week, and then we'll start to see that day-to-day slide. Inland cooling begins on Wednesday through Friday, roughly, and then the weekend stays in that mild range before we start to see another climb by next week. Night and morning clouds possible along the coastline, and we push into likely territory, judging by what we saw this morning. Most of these days have been kind of 50-50, to be honest, and this was one of those mornings where it took overnight for those clouds to redevelop. Inland, you'll notice that slide in temperatures here. Some models keep pushing temperatures down even further by Friday. Others have us plateau at about 85 or so. So it really depends on where you're looking and how concise these models are. Some tend to favor that cooler stretch of weather going into Friday or so, and that being our coolest day. Others say tomorrow will be the drop, and then we'll basically plateau for 3 days. I favor the low 80s. So the more, I'd say, dramatic drop in temperatures going into our inland valleys and our mountains. And you'll see that in the upcoming 7-day forecast. But let's take a look at where we are for this afternoon. Mainly right now we're in the 60s. By the afternoon, we should be in the 70s. 75 in Carlsbad, 75 in Del Mar, 78 in downtown San Diego, 80s as you make your way east, and then even some low 90s, 88 for Escondido, 87 for Poway, 94 for Ramona, and 88 out of Julian. Here's the 7-day along the coast. Change isn't as noticeable. 77 this afternoon. We go to 75 by Wednesday, and we barely change by more than a degree or so by Sunday. Then we start to climb once again into Labor Day itself. So along the coast, maybe 3 degrees of change in total in the next 7 days each afternoon. You'll notice it a bit more inland. This is what I mean in terms of that more dramatic cooling trend. Some say 88 for this afternoon on average, sliding to about the mid-80s and then plateauing. But most keep us sliding all the way through about Friday, being our coolest point at 81 degrees. That is about 7 degrees of change, a bit more notable. By the time we get to the weekend into early next week, those temperatures start to climb a bit more. We're back to essentially where we are today by the time we get to Monday, Labor Day. Across the mountains and deserts, you get that little bit of a cooler blip in weather. Thursday especially, 86 degrees across those mountains, mild, pretty comfortable. And then we climb by an additional 6 degrees from Thursday afternoon with sunshine all the way to about Monday of next week and even Sunday at 92. Chance for some monsoonal moisture Thursday and Friday. That would mean just a bit of cloud cover, nothing too menacing. Across the deserts, 109 this afternoon, which looks to be the warmest. We'll get back there by Sunday, but in the meantime, we'll start to slide by just a few degrees. Again, that change not going to be as noticeable across our mountains and deserts, much more noticeable inland. To keep track of this 7-day forecast and all the graphics that you've seen here today, you can head to our website, cbs8.com/weather. You can also download the CBS 8 Plus app. That app can get push notifications straight to your phone whenever we see any weather alerts in play. In the meantime, I'm Evan Irani. Have a fantastic Tuesday.